Did you just renew your license? Well, you might want to pay close attention because what I'm about to share could save you from getting pulled over, losing your license, or facing massive fines. February 2026 has brought sweeping changes to driving regulations across America, and if you're a senior driver, these updates affect you directly. Some states are implementing immediate changes that could impact your ability to drive legally starting this month. Stay with me because by the end of this video you'll know exactly what's changed, which states are enforcing new rules, and what you need to do right now to stay compliant. Welcome back to SSI and SSDI Alerts, your trusted source for critical updates that affect seniors across America. I'm here to break down complex policy changes into clear, actionable information you can use immediately. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because we're constantly monitoring federal and state changes that impact your benefits, rights, and daily life. Today's topic is absolutely crucial, and I cannot stress enough how important it is that you watch this entire video and share it with any senior drivers in your life. Let's get right into it. February 2026 marks a significant shift in how the United States approaches senior driver safety and licensing requirements. Now, before anyone gets upset, I want to be crystal clear that these changes aren't about age discrimination. They're being implemented based on extensive research from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, showing that vision, reaction time, and cognitive function naturally change as we age. And these regulations are designed to keep everyone on the road safer, including senior drivers themselves. Starting this month, 12 states have implemented mandatory vision retesting for drivers over 70. This isn't the simple eye chart test you might remember from decades ago. The new assessments include peripheral vision testing, depth perception evaluation, and night vision capabilities. California, Florida, Texas, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, North Carolina, Michigan, Virginia, Arizona, and New Jersey are now requiring these comprehensive vision screenings. If you live in any of these states and you're over 70, you'll need to pass this new vision test either at your next renewal or within 90 days of February 1st, depending on your state's specific implementation timeline. But here's where it gets more detailed. 8 states are going even further by requiring in-person renewal appointments for drivers over 75. Gone are the days of simple mail-in renewals for this age group in these locations. Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Maryland, Massachusetts, and Connecticut now mandate face-to-face assessments. During these appointments, you'll complete the vision screening, a basic cognitive assessment that tests things like sign recognition and traffic law knowledge, and in some cases, a brief discussion about your driving habits and any medical conditions that might affect your driving ability. Now let me talk about something that's causing quite a bit of conversation: the new medical certification requirements. 6 states, including Florida, California, New York, Texas, Arizona, and Illinois, now require drivers over 80 to submit medical clearance forms from their primary care physician. This form asks your doctor to certify that you don't have any conditions that would make driving unsafe. Conditions they're particularly concerned about include uncontrolled diabetes, seizure disorders, severe sleep apnea, advanced dementia or Alzheimer's, and certain cardiovascular conditions. Your doctor doesn't automatically disqualify you for having these conditions, but they do need to confirm that they're being properly managed and don't pose a safety risk. Here's something many people don't realize. 4 states have introduced graduated licensing restrictions for senior drivers. This is similar to how teen drivers have restrictions, but it's designed differently. In Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, and Nebraska, drivers over 75 may face certain limitations based on their assessment results. These could include restrictions on night driving if your vision test shows reduced night vision capability, limitations on highway driving if reaction time assessments indicate concerns, or requirements to stay within a certain radius of your home. These aren't blanket restrictions for all seniors. They're individualized based on actual assessment results. The technology component of these changes is also significant. 9 states are now requiring all new license applicants and renewals for drivers over 70 to complete an updated written test that includes questions about modern vehicle technology, new traffic patterns like protected bike lanes and pedestrian zones, and updated right-of-way rules that have changed in recent years. If you haven't taken a written driving test in 40 or 50 years, The format and content will surprise you. It's now available digitally in most states, and it includes video-based scenarios where you watch a driving situation and answer questions about the correct response. Let me address insurance implications because this is hitting people's wallets. With these new testing requirements, insurance companies in 23 states have started implementing what they call safety-based premium adjustments. If you successfully pass all the new testing requirements, particularly the vision and cognitive assessments, 7 major insurance carriers are offering discounts ranging from 5 to 15%. However, if you receive any driving restrictions, such as no night driving, your premiums could increase by 10 to 30% because you're considered higher risk. Some insurers are also requiring proof of completed senior driver safety courses to maintain certain discount levels. There's also a significant update to the license renewal cycle. Traditionally, many states allowed drivers to renew their licenses every 8 or even 10 years. 17 states have now shortened the renewal period for drivers over 70. Most of these states have moved to a 4-year renewal cycle, with some implementing 3-year or even 2-year cycles for drivers over 80. This means more frequent testing, more frequent fees, and more frequent assessments. While this might seem inconvenient, the intention is to catch vision, health, or cognitive changes earlier, rather than waiting a decade between checkups. Now let's talk about what happens if you don't pass these new assessments. This is critical information. If you fail the vision test, most states give you 30 days to see an eye doctor and get corrective lenses or treatment. You can then retest. If you still don't pass, your license may be restricted or suspended until you can meet the vision standards. For cognitive assessments, if concerns are raised, you'll typically be referred for a more comprehensive evaluation by a certified driving rehabilitation specialist. Based on their assessment, you might be required to complete additional training, accept driving restrictions, or in some cases, surrender your license. Here's the good news that many people don't know about. Every state with these new requirements has also expanded their senior driver resources. Most states now offer free or low-cost refresher courses specifically designed for older drivers. These courses cover the new rules, help you prepare for the updated tests, and often qualify you for insurance discounts. Organizations like AARP offer their Smart Driver course both online and in person, and successful completion can reduce your insurance rates and refresh your knowledge before you go in for testing. I want to address the emotional aspect of this because it's real and it's valid. For many seniors, driving represents independence, freedom, and dignity. The thought of additional testing or potential restrictions can feel threatening to your autonomy, but I encourage you to reframe this. These regulations can actually help you stay on the road longer and safer by identifying and addressing issues early. If you need glasses but didn't realize your vision had declined, this testing helps you get them. If you're having difficulty with certain driving situations, restrictions or additional training can help you avoid accidents that could end your driving privileges entirely. There are also important exemptions and accommodations you should know about. If you have certain disabilities, most states provide modified testing options. If you're currently under a doctor's care for a condition that affects your driving, many states allow your physician's ongoing monitoring to substitute for some assessment requirements. If you live in a rural area with limited access to testing facilities, mobile testing units or extended compliance deadlines may be available. Always ask about accommodations when you contact your DMV. The deadline situation is crucial. While these rules technically went into effect in February 2026, implementation timelines vary. Some states are requiring immediate compliance for anyone renewing after February 1st. Others are giving current license holders until their next scheduled renewal. A few states have grace periods extending into mid or late 2026. You need to check your specific state's DMV website or call them directly to understand your personal deadline. Don't assume you have time if your license doesn't expire soon. Some states are sending notices requiring action within 90 days, regardless of your expiration date. One more critical point about medical conditions. If you're diagnosed with certain conditions after you've received your license, you may be legally required to report this to the DMV in some states. Conditions that typically require reporting include any seizure, loss of consciousness, dementia diagnosis, severe vision loss, or conditions that affect limb mobility. Failure to report these can result in your insurance being invalidated if you're in an accident, which means you could be personally liable for all damages. Your doctor may also be required to report certain diagnoses. This isn't about getting you in trouble, it's about ensuring road safety and protecting you legally. As we wrap up, let me give you clear action steps. First, visit your state's DMV website today and search for senior driver requirements to see exactly what applies to you. Second, if you're due for renewal in 2026, schedule your appointment now because wait times are increasing dramatically with these new requirements. Third, consider taking a senior driver refresher course even if it's not required. It will prepare you for testing and potentially save you money on insurance. Fourth, schedule a checkup with your eye doctor and primary care physician to address any issues before your DMV appointment. Fifth, gather any necessary medical documentation if your state requires physician certification. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm show this critical information to more seniors who need to see it. Drop a comment below telling me which state you're in and whether you've already encountered these new requirements. Your experience could help others in your state know what to expect, and absolutely share this video with any senior drivers in your life. These changes are happening right now, and many people have no idea they're coming. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed to SSI and SSDI alerts because we're constantly monitoring changes that affect seniors across the country. From Social Security updates, to Medicare changes, to state-specific regulations like what we covered today, we break it all down in a way that makes sense and gives you actionable steps. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an important update. Remember, staying informed is staying empowered. These driving regulation changes might seem overwhelming, but with the right preparation, you can navigate them smoothly and continue driving safely for years to come. Take action today. Don't wait until you're at the DMV unprepared. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be covering some major updates to Medicare Advantage plans that roll out next month. Until then, drive safe and stay informed.